Welcome back to the halftime show on the PAC Sports Network as we're joined now by Westminster men's basketball coach Kevin Siroki. Coach, thanks so much for your time and thanks for being with us.
It's always great to be here.
And Westminster off to a nice start, nice stretch in the early going. They've won, have the Titans 3 in a row, 4 of the last 5, including a win just this past Wednesday night against Allegheny. What's led to the team's early success and your thoughts on the most recent win against the Gators?
Well, and we knew coming into the season, having two seniors and two juniors, and then our sophomore class is a really good class for us as well. So we know we're going to play a lot of young guys this year, and so we got to be patient. Patience is not one of my virtues, but we've been patient at first. This is going to be game 10 coming up here, and so. We know we had to be patient, but it's all coming through fruition, and guys trying to get those younger guys some game experience, and you can't simulate game experience during practice. So trying to work through some mistakes during the games, and we knew we might have to take some losses or some close losses to get that game experience. Yeah, then the game on Wednesday night against Allegheny. We come out and again, they got on us pretty quick and I give our guys credit for the battling back and just taking one step at a time. And, we're down 14-2 at the jump, and our guys just settled in and got stops and got hoops. And I'm proud of the way they especially the younger guys, proud of the way they, held their composure and got back at it.
Now, just before Thanksgiving, Westminster earned a thrilling 67-66 overtime win over Waynesburg that was keyed on a game-winning three-pointer by Reese Leone. The team leader in assists and steals, named academic all-district last season as well. How intelligent of a player is Leone on and off the court?
Yeah, Reese is I tell Reese all the time, and I tell people this all the time. Reese got like a 3.9, 6.2. He wasn't happy he got an A- in his whole career here at Westminster. So, so he's on top of the game, both mentally and physically. He's got his body together. He went through a stretch last year where he was, kind of injured most of the year, and he's got a lot more healthier. But in the classroom, he does a great job. And then, that leadership for all 4 years he's been here has been tremendous for us. And, helping the younger guys out and knowing those younger guys that we need those younger guys for us to be successful. And he's done a great job. Him and Drew Clark done a great job of bringing those younger guys along with us.
Another academic all-district player for your team and a guy who was second team all-PAC last year as well, Drew Clark. How has Drew really improved as his career has gone on and now having an excellent senior season as well?
Yeah, he's another 4-year guy for us, and, unfortunately, last year, last game of the year he gets hurt against Chatham. Fractures his tibia and doesn't play in the playoff game down there. Battled a little bit of injury, all trying to come back from that all summer and things like that. Now he's, he didn't have a real good start of the year, but he's coming on really strong for us now. And again, those two guys have been 4-year starters, 4-year leaders for us. And we're going to miss them next year.
Sensational sophomore Quincy Jones. He's taken a big step forward this season as the team's leading scorer and second in rebounding as well. How hard has Jones worked in the offseason to get to where he's at now?
Well, yeah, being a Division III athlete, you got to be self-motivated, and not be able to be around guys in the summertime. And we know who works hard over the summertime when they come back in the fall when we start our workouts and things like that. And he put a tremendous summer in. I think from the last 10 games of the year, I think he averaged like 12 points and almost 8 rebounds. And he started catching on, slowed down a little bit. And obviously, all the hard work he put in this summer has paid off, and he's done a tremendous job for us. So there's not a lot of guys who every game he steps into, it's we're really counting on him.
Last Saturday, we had Westminster on the PAC Sports Network, and Trey DePietro was our Foster Law Office's player of the game. Had a career-best 29-point performance in a win against Teal. How dominant of an inside presence is DePietro, especially to have a forward who can run the floor like he can?
Well, yeah, this year we got a lot of guys. We have nameless positions. So we tell everybody you got to know every spot. So if you watch us play, Quincy brings the ball down the floor. Trey brings the ball down the floor. So we have confidence in those guys getting rebounds and bringing the ball up the floor, and other guys filling the lanes, and we'll figure it out when we get down the floor from there. And Trey is long and athletic, and that's kind of how the game has evolved. I guess you were watching the NBA in college, in big time college, and a lot of those guards are 6'7", 6'8", or handling the ball and shooting it from all over the floor. But again, Trey does a lot of great things well, not one thing great. And that's what you're trying to look for in a player. And really happy with his progress.
And yet another standout from your starting lineup, Jackson Hendershot. What does he add to the team?
Yeah, he's just a tough kid. You know what I mean? He looks small in stature, but he does, I looked at the stats the other night against Penn State Greater Allegheny. I think he had 7 rebounds, 8 points, 3 steals. It's like a stat stuff in his stats. And he so all those little things that maybe people don't see, that people just look at the 3-pointers he makes, or the points he score. He's done a lot of other things, that intangibles that a lot of people don't look at until as coaches we look at those intangibles. So he's been great, and again, he's a sophomore as well. So when you look at that in him and Trey and Quincy, we don't consider those guys, sophomores anymore. Those guys who've got now game experience, and now it's, we're going to quit talking about being a young team.
And you mentioned the sophomore class, which is outstanding. Who are some other players that have mixed in and made an impact so far?
Yeah, you got Drew Weir, who broke his ankle last year and didn't play at all. So really, this is only his 10th game of the year coming up. So he's still learning, and then we got Mick Hergenrother, who transferred in for us, and he's been really great. I think him and Reese have been really great, hitting it off with they're both little point guards and both tough little guys, and they bounce off each other and play really well together. So he's done a really good job for us. And then Alex Rothwell, he's done one of our bigs, and he didn't play a lot last year either, and he is he's getting in there and banging around guys, and he's done a great job for us. And he's just everybody says Trey is the funniest kid on the team. Trey's got like a dry sense of humor, but Alex is one of those kids that's just a genuine kid, and I really give him a lot of credit for, after games and going up and talking to my wife or my family, or without me going and asking anybody. All of our guys do that, and that's why I give our guys a lot of credit of shaking guys on the right hand and looking people in the eye, and I give our guys a lot of credit for that.
Always tough sledding in the PAC, a very competitive PAC conference, and it sounds like you have a great group, both on and off the court. A lot of chemistry there. In what areas do you want to see this team maybe improve as the season rolls along and make a run for a PAC championship?
Yeah, we got to get, we got some freshman guys that we're going to get some more playing time for, and those guys got to come along for us, and they're doing a great job in practice. And again, we got to value the ball a little bit more. We still got to keep playing defense. And but we're coming along every game. It seems like we're getting better every game, and that's the old cliche is you always want to be better at the end of the year than beginning of the year. And we knew we were, we didn't know how good we're going to be at the beginning of the year, and where we're at now, and we can only get better. As we move into finals, and guys will have a little break where they just have to concentrate on basketball, and that's where we're going to concentrate on getting better, and physically, mentally. And we're excited about where we're at, and you saw that, and everybody's seen everybody in the league beating everybody. So it's every game's going to be a battle. It doesn't matter who it's against, and we got to try to go on the road and win some road games, and and try to win all your home games. And the PAC is every night it's going to be a battle.
It's Kevin Siroki, head coach of the Westminster men's basketball team. Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks so much, and good luck to you and the team this season.
Great. I really appreciate it. It's always great being here.
Likewise, always a lot of fun to chat with you. We'll have the second half coming up in just a moment right here on the PAC Sports Network.